America's beloved restaurant chains are on the brink of extinction. Skyrocketing costs, plunging sales, and a consumer base tightening their wallets have pushed even the biggest names to the edge of collapse. Once bustling dining rooms now sit eerily empty while financial losses pile up faster than a weekend rush. From mismanagement to failed marketing stunts, the cracks in their foundations are impossible to ignore. Here's the shocking list of chains fighting tooth and nail to survive another year. Pizza Hut. You call that a pizza? Pizza Hut's dishing out a soggy, lukewarm disaster. Once dominating the 90s, now struggling to survive. Outmaneuvered by Domino's and Papa John's. They've embraced technology, leaving Pizza Hut behind. Sales down, locations shuttered, clinging to an outdated model, scrambling to catch up with delivery-focused stores, raising prices, passing the buck to customers. Pizza Hut needs a miracle to survive, or this empire will crumble faster than a poorly made crust. Hard Rock Cafe, you're about as relevant as a scratched CD in a streaming world. This once booming chain, known for its rock and roll memorabilia and overpriced burgers, is now singing a sad song of decline. The tourists have moved on, the novelty's worn off, and the younger generation wouldn't be caught dead in this dinosaur den. Millennials and Gen Z want Instagrammable food, not dusty guitars and faded band posters. The pandemic hit them hard, tourism dried up, and those once-packed restaurants became ghost towns. Even now, as travel picks up, Hard Rock Cafe is lagging behind. Listen up, Hard Rock Cafe, you need a serious makeover. Ditch the tired act, revamp the menu, and get with the times. Otherwise, you'll be nothing but a distant memory, a forgotten relic of a bygone era. Chuck E. Cheese, you used to be a magical place, a wonderland of pizza and arcade games. Now you're just a sad clown, desperately trying to entertain a generation that's moved on. Bankruptcy in 2020 should have been a wake-up call, but this chain's still sleepwalking towards disaster. $2 billion in debt? That's not a business plan, that's a suicide note. Kids today don't want sticky floors and animatronic bands. They want virtual reality and online gaming. They've got the world at their fingertips. Why would they waste time in this overpriced, outdated arcade? Chuck E. Cheese, you're clinging to a business model as stale as your pizza crust. Embrace technology, create immersive experiences, and get rid of that creepy rat mascot. This isn't just about pizza and games, it's about childhood memories. Reinvent yourself or prepare to be forgotten. Ruby, Tuesday, a Tuesday every day. Ruby Tuesday, more like Ruby Tuesday every day, because that's what it feels like when your business is flatlining. This once promising chain is now a cautionary tale in how to lose your way in the restaurant game. Over 600 locations gone, vanished like your customers' appetite for your bland, overpriced menu. Bankruptcy in 2021 should have been the final nail in the coffin, but somehow, you're still clinging on. Franchisees are bleeding money, margins are thinner than your salad dressing, and your corporate overlords are demanding upgrades you can't afford. Listen up, Ruby Tuesday. You need a serious menu overhaul. Ditch the frozen crap, bring in fresh ingredients, and hire a chef who knows the difference between a steak and a flip-flop. You're stuck in a time warp, serving up yesterday's news to a generation that's moved on. Evolve or die, Ruby Tuesday. The clock is ticking. Sbarro sliced and diced by the competition. Sbarro, you're about as appealing as a day-old slice of pizza left in the sun. This mall food court staple is facing irrelevance. Malls are dying, foot traffic is down, and your audience has escaped. Domino's and boutique pizzerias are stealing your lunch. You're stuck in a time warp, serving tired slices to a generation that's moved on. Sbarro, wake up and smell the burnt cheese. Embrace fresh ingredients and invest in a decent oven. You're a dinosaur in a digital age. Adapt or die, Sbarro. The pizza's getting cold. Outback Steakhouse, lost in the Outback. Outback Steakhouse, you're as lost as a kangaroo in a snowstorm. This once booming Aussie-themed chain is facing a harsh reality. Americans are falling out of love with overpriced, mediocre steak. Blooming onions can't disguise the fact that your menu is as tired as your decor. Rising beef prices are squeezing your margins tighter than a crocodile's grip, and you're passing the pain onto your customers with sky-high prices. Listen, mate, nobody wants to remortgage their house for a decent ribeye. Diners are ditching sit-down chains like yours for faster, more affordable options. Outback, you need to find your way back from the wilderness. Shake up your menu, offer more affordable options, and ditch the didgeridoo music. Evolve or become another extinct species. Checkers and Rallies running out of gas. Checkers and Rallies, you're like a car with a sputtering engine, running on fumes and hoping for a miracle. This drive-through duo thought they had the winning formula: cheap burgers, seasoned fries, and a focus on speed. But you know, the road to success is littered with the wreckage of those who underestimated the competition. Supply chain issues have hit you harder than a fender bender, leaving your menus depleted and your customers frustrated. Ingredient shortages, delayed deliveries, and inconsistent quality, it's a recipe for disaster. Meanwhile, the burger scene is more crowded than ever. Checkers and Rallies, you need to step up your game. Improve your sourcing, innovate your menu, and clean up those drive-thrus. Either hit the gas or prepare for a breakdown. IHOP, everything's not up and up. IHOP, you're like a pancake that's gone cold and rubbery. Nobody's excited about you anymore. This once revered breakfast institution is facing a rude awakening. Americans are waking up to cheaper, faster, and frankly, tastier breakfast options. McDonald's and Starbucks are stealing your customers with their convenient grab-and-go offerings, while rising ingredient costs are turning your once affordable menu into a luxury few can afford. Listen up, IHOP. You can't coast on nostalgia forever. Your soggy pancakes, greasy bacon, and watery coffee aren't cutting it anymore. You need to up your game, improve your quality, and offer something that will entice people to choose you over the competition. Innovate your menu, source better ingredients, and train your staff to make a decent cup of coffee. The breakfast game has changed, IHOP. Either wake up and smell the coffee, or prepare to be left behind. TGI Fridays, is it Friday yet? TGI Fridays, you're like that friend who peaked in high school and is still trying to relive the glory days. This once vibrant chain, known for its boisterous happy hours and endless appetizers, is now a sad reminder that even good times must come to an end. The casual dining scene is littered with the corpses of chains like yours, TGI Fridays. You've become predictable, overpriced, and frankly, a bit desperate in your attempts to stay relevant. Listen up, Fridays. Nobody's excited about your loaded potato skins anymore. The younger generation is looking for fresh, innovative dining experiences, not reheated nostalgia and watered-down cocktails. You need a serious menu overhaul, a design refresh, and get rid of those tacky decorations. This isn't a theme park. It's supposed to be a restaurant. Either sober up and face reality, or prepare to be the last one standing in an empty bar. Subway, going underground for good? Subway, you're about as fresh as a week-old footlong left out in the sun. This sandwich giant, once the undisputed king of customization, is now facing a mutiny from its own franchisees. Thousands of locations worldwide? More like thousands of headaches. You've become a victim of your own success, Subway. Franchisees are drowning in fees, crushed by rising costs, and fed up with your draconian demands. Listen, mate, you can't keep squeezing your franchisees like a tube of mayo and expect them to stay loyal. They're the backbone of your business, and right now, they're breaking under the pressure. You need to revamp your franchise model, offer more support, and improve the quality of your ingredients. Nobody wants to pay $10 for a sandwich made with bread that tastes like cardboard and mystery meat. Either adapt or prepare to be buried under a mountain of unsold footlongs. Red Lobster is swimming in dangerous waters, and not the kind that make for a seafood feast. The chain that built its empire on buttery biscuits and endless shrimp is now floundering financially. Rising seafood costs, particularly for lobster and shrimp, are slicing into profit margins like a freshly sharpened fillet knife. The Wall Street Journal recently revealed that Red Lobster parent company, Darden Restaurants, has been forced to restructure its U.S. operations due to multi-million-dollar losses reported in 2024. Inflation has made even the simplest menu items unaffordable for many middle-class families, who once flocked to the chain for its relatively affordable seafood options. To add insult to injury, the brand's endless promotions are becoming unsustainable, with some analysts suggesting the company loses up to $5 per customer during its wildly popular endless shrimp deals. Furthermore, fierce competition from fast casual seafood concepts is eating into its customer base, while fewer customers are opting for sit-down dining amidst economic instability. Unless Red Lobster can find a way to drastically reduce its costs and draw customers back in, the chain may end up washed out to sea by 2025. Boston Market, once a beloved option for rotisserie chicken lovers, is facing a slow and painful demise. Known for its hearty comfort food and convenient family-style meals, the brand has seen its reputation take a significant hit in recent years. According to a recent exposé by Forbes, the chain has been grappling with a slew of lawsuits, including claims of wage theft and unsafe working conditions. These legal battles, combined with declining sales, have placed Boston Market in a precarious financial position. Additionally, the rise of home meal delivery services and grocery store hot bars have made Boston Market's business model seem outdated. Why spend $20 on a family meal deal when you can get the same thing for less and with more variety at your local supermarket? With over 15% of its locations shuttered in 2024 alone, analysts fear that Boston Market won't have enough momentum to survive another year. A company once hailed as a disruptor in fast casual dining may soon find itself disrupted out of existence. The slogan may be "Eatin' good in the neighborhood," but it's clear that fewer people are making a trip to Applebee's neighborhood. The chain has become the poster child for struggling casual dining establishments, with countless locations closing their doors in 2024. High inflation has been particularly cruel to Applebee's as its target demographic, middle-income families, are cutting back on dining out altogether. According to a Bloomberg report, the chain's signature 2 for $20 deal is no longer a draw for cost-conscious customers, especially since the meals now cost closer to $25 in many locations. Moreover, younger diners are turning away from the traditional sit-down dining experience in favor of trendier and faster options. Applebee's efforts to revitalize its image by offering late-night deals and karaoke events haven't yielded the results executives hoped for. While the company continues to insist that it's not going anywhere, mounting losses and dwindling customer loyalty suggest that Applebee's may soon be a relic of the past. Chili's may have mastered the art of sizzling fajitas, but it's struggling to keep its financials hot. The brand is facing steep competition from fast casual Mexican-inspired chains like Chipotle and Coba, which offer customizable meals at lower price points. Chili's reliance on sit-down dining has left it vulnerable during an era where takeout and delivery dominate. Its attempts to modernize, including the introduction of robotic servers and streamlined menus, haven't been enough to offset the rising costs of food, labor, and utilities. Moreover, Chili's parent company, BRINK International, announced in late 2024 that the chain's profit margins had shrunk to their lowest levels in decades. An anonymous source within the company revealed that multiple Chili's locations across rural areas are being quietly shuttered to cut losses. While the chain is still a powerhouse in suburban markets, experts warn that Chili's might be forced to downsize dramatically or even sell off some of its remaining locations to survive into 2025. For a chain that once defined the casual dining boom, its potential disappearance marks the end of an era. Buffalo Wild Wings, once the ultimate destination for sports fans and wing lovers alike, is now teetering on the edge of extinction. The chain has been unable to keep up with skyrocketing chicken wing prices, which have surged by over 25% in the last year alone, as reported by MarketWatch. To offset these costs, Buffalo Wild Wings increased menu prices, leading to a sharp decline in foot traffic. Fans are balking at paying $20 for a dozen wings when they can get cheaper options at smaller local spots or even make them at home. Compounding these issues, many franchise owners are reporting significant losses due to declining alcohol sales, a critical revenue driver for the brand. Younger patrons are also gravitating toward more health-conscious and innovative dining options, leaving Buffalo Wild Wings struggling to attract new customers. With fewer people filling their booths on game days and analysts speculating that the chain's parent company, Inspire Brands, may consider selling or closing locations, Buffalo Wild Wings may not survive past 2025. Outrow, the last bite. These restaurant chains are fighting an uphill battle to stay afloat in an increasingly competitive and challenging market. Will they manage to turn things around? Or will 2025 be the year we say goodbye to these once beloved dining spots? Only time will tell. Skyrocketing costs, plunging sales, and a consumer base tightening their wallets have pushed even the biggest names to the edge of collapse. Once bustling dining rooms now sit eerily empty, while financial losses pile up faster than a weekend rush. From mismanagement to failed marketing stunts, the cracks in their foundations are impossible to ignore. If you think your favorite food spots are safe, think again, because 2025 could be the year we say goodbye to some of these icons for good. This shocking list of chains fighting tooth and nail to survive another